All right, I'm live here on November 1st, 2021. A great Monday. Okay, we're going to talk about if you don't ask. Oh man, if you don't ask what? If you don't ask anything of life, life gives you what you ask. How many times have you heard that from speakers and different people? Well, think about this just for a second. How many times have you thought, boy, I sure would like to get a raise? I'd really like to, you know, if only I could just go out with her or him. Did you ever get around to asking? Oh man, I'm sorry, guys. Some some of us have been gutless wonders in the past, afraid to ask that girl out. Fortunately, I did ask the girl out that I was attracted to, and we've been married for 47 and a half years. Man, it's been fantastic. So anyway, I hate to think what my life would have been like if I hadn't have asked her out. Well, you're not alone. We all have done stuff like this, and actually, the majority of the people, uh, for some reason, are afraid to ask for what they want. And then the moment's passed, the time is over, the girl is gone, the guy's gone, the car got sold, the house went under contract, your coworker got the promotion. Oh man, what was it in your life that you should have asked for? So most of it comes from fear, and fear is false evidence appearing real. It's true. Some um, professors or somewhere years ago said that they tracked or looked into or researched all the fears that people have. 98% of their fears never came about. It 98%. So anyway, whatever fear you got, don't worry, it's not real. So anyway, let me move on here. I'll get sidetracked. Where does this misleading, false, bogus, untruthful information come from? Right up here between your ears. Yes, it does. Because you, me, everybody, for some reason, when we think of the worst scenarios that can even come about. It's incredible. I oh man, I remember thinking along lines and extrapolating it when I was a little kid. I started doing this stuff. I don't know about y'all, but I've done it all my life. I've had to make myself learn, think about what good's going to happen, not what bad's going to happen. Well, anyway, the thoughts we think is what determines what life we're going to have. Doesn't matter how much education you got, how much you bluster. Oh man, I'm not afraid of anything. Baloney. Baloney. You do have things you're afraid of. And you may not want to say that, or you may not even think that, but you are. If you won't do something because of you're afraid of what could happen, most of those fears most of them, not all of them, are unfounded. My wife and I, except I don't think my bones will hold up now, but hers will, want to go squirrel suit diving, flying. Do you know what that is? Man, you get in this squirrel suit, jump off of a cliff. There's no parachute. I mean, actually, it does have a little parachute. Anyhow, there's no power, no anything. You just jump off the cliff and hope the wind catches that thing just right, and you fly. Because the guys and girls that do this, you're going about 120 miles an hour. And when they first did this, I'm pretty sure that the suits did not have that little parachute, but I saw one in Brazil, and when they were coming off of that cliff, before they landed, they did pop a little chute off the back of that thing. So I guess they do have chutes now. But anyway, they didn't used to. But what a blast! 120 miles and you're free flying. Man, this guy had a GoPro cam on. He was like this far from the cliff. Vroom. What a blast. Anyway, may not be your cup of tea. Is there some trepidation in thinking about doing that? Well, yeah. You know, maybe I get up. Well, I probably can't do it now because they told me that my calcium in my bones has gotten less than it should be. So it would not be advisable that I put that much pressure on my bones. However, my wife wants to do it. She probably will. Anyway, she wanted to go skydiving. And our middle daughter and her husband did that for his birthday, I think it was, or something. Maybe it was Father's Day. Anyway, so Sharon wanted to do that. And I said, hey, go for it. It sounds great. But then after my daughter and her husband went skydiving, they said, well, Mom, they're young. They do CrossFit and all kind of stuff. They're like super shape. She said, I don't think you want to try this because of the way the harnesses are. Even as young as they are, they had bruises and stuff for days later. So that discouraged my wife from doing that. And it's because of the way the harnesses have to be hooked, of course. Well, let me move on. Science, they did a study at the University of Scranton. Said 92% of people don't achieve their goals. That's sad. 92% means only 8% of the people achieve what they want. Okay. They laid out some suggestions to help change that figure. First of all, set goals that are specific and challenging. Not too hard, but challenging. The more specific and challenging the goals, the higher your motivation towards attaining them. Eliminate vagueness. Oh, I want to lose weight. Yay, I lost a pound. I lost weight. No. Put out the specific weight that you want to be. In my case, it was 185, which is what I was when we got married 47 and a half years ago. And I achieved that. Did I do it right away? Nope. Took like a year. But anyway, I did it and have maintained it. Now, my weight will fluctuate according to what I eat and stuff. But I've maintained that 185. I maintained the first weight I told you guys about for 24 years, and I've maintained this weight for the last 6 or 8 years now. It's been. So I weigh what I weighed, and I can get into the clothes. I still have my wedding outfit, wedding night, and I wore it to dance the other week. Fit right into it. So, yay. Yay for me, anyway. So set the specific goal of what you want to weigh, because that's in your mind. It goes into your subconscious, into your unconscious, and your body will start working on ways to achieve that. Now you also have to think about am I going to achieve this? Okay. One of my ways was to stop eating a half a gallon when a half a gallon was a half a gallon. Stop eating a half a gallon ice cream every night. Yep, every night. So I switched it out to a half a gallon, dividing it out by 7, and eating a seventh of a half a gallon. Because I like ice cream. No, I didn't cut out bread, but I cut seriously down on the amount of lasagna, spaghetti, manicotti, all that good stuff, pizzas. Anyway, all those great things. I cut down on the amount I ate. I didn't cut them out. I cut down the amount I ate. Be passionate about your goals and committed until you achieve it. Oh boy, I need a cup of coffee on this one. Just a sip. Have you ever started to do something? It got a little tough and you went, that's that. You sorry rascal. And not in a bad way. You are committed. You just thought it was going to happen quick. That's like getting vitamins, taking one, and the next day you go, oh, that didn't do me any good. I'm not taking any more. Oh, man. That's stupid. But anyway, you have to take your vitamins or your medicine or your outlet. I mean, my daughter and her husband are faithful with this CrossFit. Like every morning at like 9 o'clock or something. Every day they're doing that. Fortunately, they have the ability to spend an hour a day to do that. And they're fit. They are fit. Use feedback to track your progress. You can use a book, planner, notepad. I would suggest something with, spiral, so that you can keep track of how you've been doing. And if you fall off the wagon, which I did occasionally, you have noted it and you go, oh man, I ate half of that half a gallon. That's a whole quart. Next 2 days or whatever, no ice cream for me, buddy. I had to stick to that, but I kept track of it. Keep track of whatever you're doing. You want to save, I don't know, in a year you want to save $1,200. Okay, that's $100 a month, $25 a week. Keep track of it. You miss a week because your child got sick. That $25 went towards the copay. Oh boy. Well, add $5 a week to the next 5 weeks so that you can have the same amount in there, even though you're a little bit behind. Align all of your goals. Now, this is called vertical convergence, vertical coherence, which simply means your short-term and your long-term goals. Your short-term goals should make incremental advances toward your long-term goals so that your long-term goals get accomplished. Vertical coherence. Look it up. Okay, now what? Lean on trusted advisors. Okay. Keyword, trusted advisors. Your parents are going to say things from their perspective. Your spouse may or may not be a trusted advisor. They may have their own agenda. I had a friend years ago. He and his wife, they were not very nice people. However, his clothing choices left something to be desired. So I asked him, I said, man, why do you wear that kind of jacket, or those kind of pants, and that kind of shirt and all? He said, well, my wife says this looks good. And I said, no, no, it doesn't. Well, we found out. My wife actually had talked with her. Found out that she was so jealous of him. She was telling him things looked good on him that looked awful so that other girls wouldn't look at him. Man, you talk about somebody that was that didn't lack confidence. And she was pretty. I don't know why she lacked confidence, but they had to work on that. So you need a friend or someone that will tell you the truth about how to go about what you want to do. Go to somebody that's already done it and say, hey, can I take you to lunch? I need some advice, and I'd be happy to take you to lunch and compensate you that way for any advice you can give me. Successful people surround themselves with mentors and advisors who will support their journey, their goal orientation. Y'all gonna like this one. Avoid multitasking. Man, I was like the ultimate multitasker. So they're telling me now I was wrong. And they're right. Man, I had to learn that inch by inch, anything's a cinch. Not do 75 things at one time. So anyway, the most successful people are patient, and they live by the motto, one step at a time. Research says it can be damaging to our brains. You end up splitting your focus over many tasks, losing focus, lowering the quality of your work, and taking longer to hit your goals or never hitting your goals. Please don't do like I did. Don't multitask. I did it for years. Okay, well, some of you will say, how long does it take? All depends on you. For longer term goals, you still need time limits in the present. Everything's not going to happen at once. Create target dates to reach your objectives. Be reasonable. Challenge yourself, but be reasonable. Find something you can do this week to begin taking some type of action toward your goal. www.astepabove.life. That's our website. And let me read this so I don't get this wrong. For November, our goal is to have 100,000 new subscribers to our newsletter, and we'd like 100 new annually paid subscribers, but they can subscribe by the month. A little bit cheaper doing it annually. And we need all of your help out there to achieve that goal. It's 100,000 new annual subscribers by November 30th. So I'm asking you guys to help me out by talking to at least one person a day, tell them what the newsletter and these videos mean to you, or how they're helping you, or anything good you want to say. Please, good. And encourage them to become a subscriber. And they can go, of course, to www.astepabove.life to subscribe. So I really appreciate it. That's our warmest thanks. Also, hit the the like button and the subscribe button on these videos. I didn't realize how important that was. I've hardly ever say that. And I was listening to a motivational person the other day, and she made a point of saying hit like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Oh, I'm saying the same thing. Thank you guys for all you do. Anything you want me to talk about, send me an email at the Rev, THEREV, at a step above.life. And I'll do a newsletter on it. I'll do a video on it. Enjoy your week.